Sniper Elite 5 is the latest game in the World War II shooter series from Rebellion. Although solidly set in the serious events surrounding the conflict, with your American James Bond-esque infiltrator Karl Fairburne on vital missions for the Allies, there's plenty of goofy fun to be had while popping Nazis. Gaining crucial information to support the war effort is the aim of the game, but aiming at fascist crotches and shooting their nards off is certainly a perk of the job. The form and function of Sniper Elite 5 do feel a little at odds, but that's really the pleasure of the series for anyone but the most hardcore military history buff. Though very po-faced in form, the function is to make you laugh and feel ultimately satisfied by pulling off your most ridiculous plans.
Closed for repairs. Sounds like my way into Mulder's office is here.
The game wears a frowning Greek tragedy mask, but the performer underneath is giggling along with you, enjoying its time gallivanting around the stage. You're encouraged to play however you want. And how I like playing Sniper Elite is by going with the flow, no matter how silly that flow gets. What's made the Sniper Elite series stand out over the years in a sea of World War II based shooters, from Call of Duty to Medal of Honor, is that when you pull off shots and kills, you're rewarded with a slow motion, hyper-realistic shot of your bullet entering, damaging, and killing your opponent, with glorious X-rays so you can see every detail. While as a sniper you spend most of the time shooting at heads, you can also kill with shots to other parts of the body, like the crown jewels. The drama this invests in even the most wince-inducing shots is a treat. It's a little crass and even gross, but mostly it's very funny. Even when hard-ass Lieutenant Fairburne is taking his job very seriously, there's a flair and sense of humour to be found in every scenario. To be that stoic and focused, and then to canonically shoot your enemy in the groin just has a certain comic je ne sais quoi. And you get ample points for defeating your enemies in any way you can find, so balls to the walls is practically encouraged. My hands-on preview certainly gives me plenty of opportunities to embrace both the serious and the silly. The setting of the mission at hand sees Lieutenant Fairburne hot on the trail of a Nazi plan. Something called Project Kraken is rumoured to be the Nazis' next big move, and I need to find and prevent whatever atrocities the Rotters are cooking up in their war crime kitchen. To do so, I need to infiltrate a French chateau, heavily guarded by soldiers at posts and on patrol with keen eyes and ears at the ready. Karl's foiled Nazi plans before, so they cannot risk it happening again. My journey starts with whispering amongst French rebels with rifles and perfectly rolled cigarettes in hand. They've heard murmurs of this potential plan, but need to know exact details. The Nazi in charge has already moved on from this site, but has hopefully left ample documents behind to inform my next move. And hey, even if this whole infiltration business is a bust, at least I'll get to do a little murder on the side, right? So off I go, Nazi hunting. Immediately as I start sneaking towards the chateau, Sniper Elite 5 feels like an upgrade over Sniper Elite 4. The visuals, the sound, the AI of the enemies, it's all sharper, more realistic, and more satisfying. Where Sniper Elite 4 enemies would just mill about the place they last saw you, Sniper Elite 5's AI assumes I'm still in the area and continues its pursuit just a little bit further. If I hideously cock up my plans, I really have to wait for a chance to try it all again, or just completely re-evaluate. When attempting a breach of the chateau, for example, I die several times attempting one approach before calling it quits because, loud or quiet, the patrols and placements of the guards are woven tightly enough to foil my plans. Though not a puzzle game in the traditional point-and-click sense, Sniper Elite 5 is already setting me brain teasers. Risk discovery for a quieter way into a secret room, or blow the bloody doors off. Kill the guard on higher ground, eliminating the potential for him to spot me, or risk the closer target out of ease. Go through the main doors of a complex, or slink my way to tunnels which would be harder to access if I'm found out once inside. They're tricky tactical choices. You can save scum, and I certainly recommend manually saving your game frequently if you're keen to explore every option presented to you. Rebellion has no problem with fans changing their minds all the time, that's apparent. It just wants to maximize fun. But these options make the levels, even just the one I got to try, highly replayable. You'll want to give each area another shot, pun intended, to discover what you might have missed. At the end of the level, there is a chart to show you how loud or quiet you were, as well as lethal or non-lethal. I am sure there will eventually be challenge runs the community constructs around the idea of these post-release, but like the niche 2011 horror film Silent but Deadly, I aimed to be, silent but deadly. But being stealthy doesn't mean there isn't a little room for fun. Taking a level on outpost by outpost means that you can go a little bit gung-ho on occasion. Sniper rifles themselves happen to be bloomin' loud, and in this chateau level, there isn't a lot of sound cover to use to disguise the shot. Instead, I use the approach of slowly picking off enemies with melee attacks before running back out to the French field and destroying the last target in my area with my sniper rifle. If a sniper shoots his gun and no one is around to hear it, does it even make a sound? On top of the obvious sniper rifles, Sniper Elite 5 will also have a selection of fan-favourite pistols, explosives, rifles, SMGs and more from previous games, and thanks to workbenches dotted around each level, you'll be able to swap your loadout mid-mission. You can already pick up the guns and gear of some of the soldiers you kill as you go, but the workbenches add another layer of freedom, allowing you to always give those Nazis the personal touch. If your interest is piqued by Sniper Elite 5 ahead of the May release date, I'd recommend trying out Sniper Elite 4. Though 5 is prettier, crunchier, and full of quality of life improvements, it does feel like there is an assumption as you play that you've seen and felt the series' style before. Between 4 and 5, controls have been made more responsive. The vaulting is more intuitive, and the routes through the level are more cleverly guided, to the point that you feel like you've discovered each path organically. But knowing how to calculate potential bullet drop or what weaponry is worth picking up from dead Nazis feels like presumed knowledge, and anyone who hasn't tried 4 may find themselves fumbling a little with the finer details. Consider this a warning to do your history homework now.